I'm a writer. Am I a writer? Of course I am. I'm a writer. And she's a painter. No, wait. Artist. That's right. She makes life. My life. Look at her eyes, her hair, her face. Beauty. And her painting. Her life. Beauty making beauty. My beauty. This painting. It reminds me of a soliloquy from Strindberg's The Ghost Sonata. How did it start again? Oh yeah. I saw the sun. Hey, I didn't mean to bother you, but I noticed you're carrying a copy of A Picture of Dorian Gray. I had to read that book for English 210. The book was great. The class was a bit of a drag. The professor talked like Ben Stein from Ferris Bueller. Should have taken it with that other guy. Broom. Shit, what was his name? English 210, important English authors. It was required for the major. Oh, you're not an English major. I'm sorry, I just assumed. I guess you're not in a chatty mood, but on the off chance that you ever want somebody to talk to, look me up, okay? In fact, let me give you my number. I hope you don't mind. What do we do with that pen?
Enter.
Professor?
God damn it, Johann, I told you not to disturb me in my study.
I'm sorry, sir, but Dean Mutard is on the phone.
What the hell does that cocksucker want? Tell me he's denying me funding again on my study?
No, he wants to invite you to his house this Saturday for dinner.
Oh, great. Fattening me up before the slaughter, huh?
The Portrait of Dorian Gray. I should really read this. Excuse me, sir? You didn't happen to notice where the girl in the black dress just went?
I didn't see anyone pass by.
Oh, thanks anyway.
Henry Arkenholz?
Yes, sorry, do I know you?
Henry Arkenholz, my God, it is you. Please, take a seat. Make yourself comfortable.
I'm okay right here.
Go ahead, sit down. Look, I don't bite unless you're a cheeseburger or a voluptuous nipple. Henry, do you know who I am?
I'm sorry, should I?
Possibly. Would you care to hazard a guess?
I don't like to play guessing games.
Go on, give it a shot.
I have no idea.
Stop whining. Just take a guess.
I don't know.
Take a goddamn guess.
John Travolta?
That's good. Oh, that's really good. You got balls, kid. It's a massive pair of balls. I'm Professor Adam Oldham of the Literature Department. It's a pleasure to meet you, Henry.
Sorry, sir. I sincerely apologize.
Stop it.
I
There's
had
no
no
need.
idea you're Professor Oldham. I can't believe... You're Professor Oldham? God, I thought you'd be a lot older. Not to say that that's necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it's a good thing. Amazing even.
Henry.
But I just...
Stop flattering me before you give me a hard-on.
Miss, what is the matter? Dear Lord, not again.
Look, I'm just gonna come right out and say it. I'm quite impressed by you.
What do you mean, Professor?
Listen to me, Henry. I've read your research. I mean, you have amazing potential as a writer.
Really? You mean that?
Professor, I finished grading these papers.
Johann, God damn it, can't you see I'm in the middle of a meeting here? Have some common courtesy, for Christ's sake.
Sorry, sir. Would you like me to wait outside?
I don't care if you strip naked, call my mother, and have phone sex with her. Just get out of my sight. Look, I'm sorry about that. These foreign teaching fellows, you don't hold their hand through the semester, they won't know their dick from their fountain pen.
It was no problem, Professor. Really,
Henry,
I
I'm
don't
curious
mind.
to know. Have you ever caught someone talking to himself, completely unaware he was being watched?
I don't think so. I don't really notice that sort of thing.
Well, if you look carefully, you'll notice it happens quite frequently. I mean, it's very interesting to watch, actually. You can almost see the person he's talking to. So convincing.
Well, you know, Professor, maybe you choose to see what you want to see.
That, Henry, is what we rational people call schizophrenia.
Guess.
Henry, are you gonna go out into the world, you're gonna grab it by the balls? Or are you gonna let it fuck you in the ass?
What?
Just answer the question.
The former, I suppose.
Is that so? Somehow I see you taking it from behind.
What?
Henry, look. You and I both know you want to be a writer. But right now, there's a 300-pound bitch riding your dick and cutting off the circulation to your legs. Now look, let's make a gentleman's agreement. I can get you to the top. I know what buttons to push. You want to be a writer, I know all the publishers, editors, that can turn your grocery list into the next Harry Potter.
You do that for me? No catch?
Of course. But you know, Henry, as they say, hookers come with a price. Unfortunately, I'm gonna need something of you in return.
What do you need?
Your soul.
Excuse me?
Oh, a pact with the devil wouldn't be inaccurate at this juncture, would it?
What exactly do you want from me?
Let's just say I have a propensity for molding impressionable young students in my own image. Do we have a deal then?
Sure, Professor. We have a deal.
Superb. Meet me at Dean Moutart's this evening for dinner. Johann, we'll give you a ride. Dress nicely for the occasion. Business Western will do. Oh, and make sure you unclog your pipes before you arrive. The Dean has a 16-year-old daughter that's sure to make you drop a big fat load. Ciao, bello.
Your coats.
Johann, it's good to see you again. I hope we're keeping you plenty busy grading papers. Have you found any young Emersons in your pile yet? And you must be Henry Arkenholtz, our Lapadula scholar. Adams told me plenty already about you. Dean Richard Moutard, welcome to my humble home. Please, treat it as your own. There's a champagne, beer, any drink you might want at the bar in that room over there. But
Thank you,
first,
sir.
I'll need to see some ID.
Oh, I left my ID in my...
I'm just busting your balls, sport! I don't really give a rat's ass how old you are. Just keep your damn hands off my daughter, Go on. Have yourself a drink.
I'll have the gin and tonic.
We're out of gin.
I'm sorry?
We're out of gin.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then give me an Irish car bomb.
Well, fuck a duck. You fancy yourself some sort of comedian, eh?
What? Oh, I didn't mean to imply... It wasn't because of your accent that I asked...
Would you like a jihad plane crash, perhaps?
Excuse me?
Are you deaf? Can't you hear me, lassie?
He said he didn't mean anything by it, my good sir. Now, if you'd be so kind, please just serve us 3 alcoholic beverages of your discretion.
I will, but you better keep an eye on that wanker friend of yours in his bloody mouth.
What did you just call me?
He'll watch himself. Oliver's mother was killed by an IRA terrorist. It was a car bomb.
Oh, God. I had no idea.
I know, don't dwell on it.
Talk about dramatic irony.
Yeah.
So, Henry, Professor Oldham has taken you under his wing, no?
Well, he seems like a nice man. He's offered to help me.
Henry, I can't believe you're eating his bullshits.
What?
Oldham doesn't care about you at all. He's going to eat up your flesh and spit out your bones.
What are you talking about?
2 whiskeys on the rocks and a cosmopolitan with a wee twist.
Here's to the Irish.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Henry.
Wesson, do you know the name of that girl over there?
What girl?
The one with the black... Forget it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Now, Henry, you need to be very careful of this Professor Oldham. He's not an ordinary man. Well, sure. The professor may seem a little strange, and sometimes his comments can be rather unrefined, but I don't think he's a bad guy. Just a little full of himself.
Henry, I've known Johann since he wasn't even old enough to say his own name. And believe me, he's not the type to slander others. Trust me when I say that Professor Oldham is the most
Henry, I've been looking all over for you. Come now, why engage yourself with these two amateur delinquents when there's a house of successful loaded pricks to schmooze with? Johann, what the hell are you doing here? Get back to my papers.
But, sir, I told you I've already finished them.
Well, then plan for my next week's lessons. Do I have to spoon feed you everything? And I do believe the rest of your sentence was to be, Professor Oldham is the most well-endowed man I have ever seen. Come on, Henry, don't be shy. Remember, you're a writer. You already had 2 short stories published in the Criterion, maybe even a novella published in Playboy. You know that's where Tim O'Brien got his start, right? I want you to meet that angel standing over there in the corner. Every time I see you, you somehow manage to look even more perfect than you already were before. Julie, I want you to meet Henry. Henry's a writer.
Pleased to meet you, Henry.
I'll leave you 2 young lovelies to get to know each other better. Excuse me.
Say something, quick.
So, what do you write?
I'm sorry?
You're a writer, right? So, what do you write?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've wrote 2 short stories that have been published in the Criterion.
Really? I read the Criterion fairly regularly. What were they called?
Oh,
Sound like an idiot.
well, the first one I wrote it a while back, was entitled,
Julie, here's where you've been hiding yourself. Come into the dining room, dear. Dinner is being served. You too, Henry.
Where, might I ask, is the lovely young hostess this evening?
Polly, unfortunately, is ill. You won't get your normal chances to make passes at her tonight.
On the spirit, old man, on the spirit. Well, Julie, I might add, is looking exquisite.
Yes, well, I can only take credit for her upbringing. Genetics, you know.
I have no idea.
oh my God, those eyes. How come I can't find the words to describe them?
Do you also write?
No, I prefer to express myself through brush strokes, not pen.
I've never met a painter before.
I'm not a painter. I don't paint. I'm an artist. I make life.
I think she's warming up.
Will you one day make a life of me?
I wonder if she found that clever.
How's the next book coming along?
It's finished. The last one hasn't even hit the press yet.
Already? God, you don't say. 2 books in 1 year.
Well,
That's unheard of.
you know what Victor Hugo said about writing a book in 1 year? Just write 1 page a day. In my case, I was feeling ambitious and wrote 2.
What, might I ask, is the nature of this new tome of yours?
Well, this new one focuses on the issues that come up during close analysis in a post-structuralist society, still reeling from the effects of deconstructuralism. I take as my example the 2 Russian greats, Crime and Punishment and War and Peace, isolating them from the canonical structures and dissecting them thoroughly, beginning at the very bottom and working my way to the top.
Sounds impressive. I forgot you were somewhat of a Russian specialist.
Well, I'm not one to talk myself up, but I did spend some time there when I was but a lowly PhD candidate.
I was back when it was still the good old USSR, huh? That's interesting, though, isn't it? I mean, the wealth of information that's poured across our borders ever since those commie bastards caved in.
Really, Adam, I think we're boring our guests.
Contraire, Dick. I think it's just about to get interesting.
Why, it sounds like there's a party in here!
Jesus H. Christ, speak of the devil.
Oh, my word. Polly, what are you doing in here dressed up like that?
I've escaped from my cage!
She dressed herself up like a scarlet ibis.
I'm not an ibis. I'm a parrot! Run! Pretty Polly wants some crack!
Control yourself, darling. Sit right here and stop acting so bizarre. Wesson, did you give her her medication today?
I'm so sorry, sir. I completely forgot.
Damn it, Wesson. Hurry up and go get it.
Right away, sir. She flushed all her medication down the commode.
Wait.
I know why the cage bird sings. The cage bird sings for Pretty Polly wants some crack! Pretty Polly wants some crack!
God, her parents are so messed up. I wonder how she was able to grow up so normally. Diamond in the rough. Where was that from again?
Adam? What's going on?
Oh, you've really changed.
Where did the girl go?
Mom, I'm right here.
Where's the girl?
Mom, I'm right here, for Christ's sake.
Polly, I hardly recognize you. You look so old. But your face is just like I remember it. Still has life in it. Young, beautiful, luscious.
What the hell is going on here?
What, you mean you don't know? What, Polly here never told you?
Stop evading the question and tell me what's going on.
Oh, you poor fool. You have no idea what's in store for you.
Answer my question now!
Professor, what are you doing? Henry, you as well as the other esteemed guests at this table will have the privilege to witness the tragic downfall of this most proud man.
Just what in God's name are you suggesting?
Well, it may come as a surprise to you, Dick, but Polly, your lovely wife, sitting right here, she's never been faithful to you.
You son of a bitch!
Oh, please, Dick, if you think it's the worst of your troubles, you're in for one hellish fall.
Polly, is what he's saying true?
Well, of course it's true. Why would I lie about such a thing? I'm a man of honor, unlike you.
What?
Come, Dick. How selfish we've been, bickering about your shortcomings. We've both been stealing the spotlight from Henry. It's our dear guest of honor.
Really, I don't mind.
Henry, tell us about your studies. The winning that scholarship. Come on. We're all fascinated to know.
Well, I've been studying Russian literature, and I came across this no-name, Pietro Stoyanovich.
Dick, have you ever heard of this Ruski fellow before?
The name sounds familiar.
Well, Henry, do you happen to recall where Stoyanovich conducted his work?
He taught semiotics at University of Moscow.
Really? God, what a coincidence. Dick, if I seem to remember correctly, isn't that the exact department you were in when you were getting your doctorate in Moscow? I should think you two would have met frequently.
Just what exactly are you getting at?
Well, it's interesting you should say that. See, I was able to get my hands on your undergraduate record. It's quite impressive. Flawless A's, except for this one Western Lit course dropped from freshman year. Well, by pulling some strings, I came across the reason for this anomaly. The first paper is always the worst, isn't it? You never know what standards you're going to be held to,
Is
what
that?
they're looking for.
It's probably
Or
fruity.
anyone to borrow an idea or two from someone who's established themselves in the field. I mean, it's a forgivable sin to plagiarize that first college paper. Surely one learns their lesson after that.
Adam, you don't know what you're doing.
Ollie, please don't interrupt me.
I don't like your implication, Professor. If I were you, I would stop right there.
As it turns out, Stoyanovich was quite a meticulous man. He kept detailed journal entries for every year after his 20th birthday. When I first came across his research through Henry, I thought there were some striking similarities to your own work. As it turns out, you led him on to his death. Told him you'd find a way to get his work published stateside, all the while filtering his ideas into your own work, including some works he could never publish. I mean, enough, in fact, for 2 lifetimes of scholarly research.
You scoundrel! Serpent!
I've already notified the proper authorities who've begun full-scale investigation into the matter. It's only a matter of time before they come after you, Dick.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Daddy, get up.
Oh, God.
Get up.
I'm dead.
Daddy.
I'm dead.
Daddy.
Julie, why are you calling that man your father?
Adam, don't reveal the girl.
What do you mean? He's my father. Well, of course he's my father.
Julie, I'm sorry. This man's hurt so many people with his lies that...
Well, if he's not my father, then... Daddy?
Honey, it's okay.
Oh, God.
Julie!
Hello? Oh, hi, Hedda. How are you? Tonight? No, I can't tonight. Yeah, I'm at that son of a bitch's house right now. He wants me to prepare his next 2 lectures. I just can't find his notes. I know, but I need the money. You're right. You're always right. Well, have a good time tonight. No, I don't want to. I really don't. Okay. Hasta la vista, baby. You too. Bye-bye.
What do you have to say for yourself? Your entire illusion of a life is deconstructed right before your eyes. What do you have to say for yourself? Huh? Come on, charlatan, say something! What, can't find a way out of this situation? No more lies to mask your meaningless existence?
Please, Professor, that's enough.
You disgust me, you piece of shit. Go ahead. Kill yourself. No one will miss you. Go find a gun, shoot yourself in the mouth, cut yourself up into little pieces. Or better yet, if you can't muster up the courage, I'll be more than happy to do it for you. I've already done it once. I'll be more than happy to do it.
Enough!
What was that?
That's quite enough out of you, Adam.
Oh, just stay out of this.
That's impossible. Since you've started down on this path to destruction, I have no choice but to see you to the end.
Polly, stop being dramatic. You don't know what you're talking about.
Perhaps I don't. But I'm sure the girl does.
What does Julie have to do with this?
Not Julie. The girl. Betty. Betty Musgrave.
How do you know?
It's over, Adam. You think you can push her out of your mind?
Wesson, it's that girl again. The girl I was telling you about in the black. Hey, what are you doing here?
You can't push rape and murder out of your mind, Adam. It's not something you can take out with the garbage. It stains you. It stains your mind, and you can't scrub it away. never get it out of your head. Neither can she.
No, you're dead. Look, I fucked up.
You pathetic louse. No one will miss you. Go find a gun, shoot yourself in the mouth, or cut yourself up into tiny pieces.
I saw the sun and seemed to see what was hidden. You cannot heal with evil deeds done in anger. Man reaps as he sows. Blessed is the doer of good. Comfort him. You have grieved with your goodness, and you will have healed. No fear has he who has done no ill. Goodness is innocence.
Enter.
Miss Julie, save me.
Save you.
Save me from the monsters out there.
Since when does the distressed damsel save her gallant knight?
Please. Just let all of me be yours, and I will be saved. What are you painting?
The end.
What does that mean?
This coffin there. It belongs to me. And when I finish this, that's where I'll go.
Then stop painting.
I can't.
Why not?
Because if I can't paint, I can't live.
But Julie, I need you.
Then you'll have me. This painting will be yours.
This hyacinth fascinates me. This blossom looks like a star. It looks like heaven. And we are at its roots trying to climb our way up to reach the petals. When we arrive, we will be absorbed by the sun.
Is that what heaven is? A blossom? But blossoms die away.
But they always bloom again.
I've lost 2 fathers in one day. I'm ready to lose myself.
Wait. Have you reached the top of the flower